Gentlemen, start your engines.
You're listening to the Chequered Flag Chat, brought to you by Ragged Media, broadcasting from Unique Group HQ at Olton Park. This is the podcast all you petrol heads and car lovers have been looking for.
Welcome back to the channel, and we're joined today by Mark Wakefield. Thank you very much for coming on, appreciate that. Well, without me introducing you, I'll pass it over to you, so fire away.
Obviously, name's Mark Wakefield. I'm currently racing for Team Hard in the VW Cup Championship. I'm a racing driver at weekends and obviously a bricklayer day to day. That's my day-to-day job, working for local business for my dad. So
amazing.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in motorsport for?
So it all started around when I was 4 years old. My dad used to race karts, used to run a karting team, and then it just went from there. A lad my dad knew, James Duxbury, he was a very good karter, and then my dad come to me, well, I went to my dad one day and he was racing, and I said, Dad, I want to go. I said, I want to race. He said, nah lad, he said, no, you'll never be quick enough. So I said, alright. I said, why don't you just give me a chance? So that's what he did. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll get you a kart, I'll put you on the track, if you can go round in under a minute at Wigan Three Sisters. He says, I'll stop and you can pack in. So I said, right, okay, so,
challenge accepted.
Yeah, so off we went up to Three Sisters. He bought me this car. I don't know if he bought it, we might have hired it for that day. He must have hired it. I think it was Zip North, so Ian Shaw. And we got the car and I went round in 56 seconds. So he held his hands up, fair play to him, and he said, right, time for me to stop and you to start. And that's where it all went from.
Blimey, so you basically replaced your dad.
Well, that's it. Yeah, Dad never went into obviously cars or anything like that. He was always karting. He was a good karter himself. He won a few trophies. Nothing. He never did anything British Championship major or anything like that, because obviously funds. It's hard,
it's expensive.
It is. It's very expensive. But I had the pleasure of my mum and dad, giving me the opportunity. Yeah. A lot of kids out there don't get an opportunity like that.
Especially with motorsport being so expensive now.
Exactly. That's probably one of the nasty things about it, really, because I'm sure there's a lot of people interested. Motorsport is a massive industry. Yeah. And it's a shame because there is people out there that
they've got talent but not got the money.
But not the money. Yeah. And I'm sort of at that way now where I'm struggling. Yeah. And I'm getting older now, 21 year old now. Nearly 22, and Dad said, you need to sort of, not
it sounds young, but when
that's it, and I need to try and start paying for more stuff, not myself, but I can't afford it myself, so that's where sponsorship.
Because you're working for your dad.
Exactly. Yeah. So obviously my wages are right down, but we've got to do it. Business is it's going well. We've got a good group of lads. Yeah. So that they all love the motorsport, love what I do. Yeah. All come support me. So it's a good family business that he runs. So that's good.
So where did you go then from karting? So obviously starting at a young age, where did you go from there?
Yeah. So obviously we started karting, moved up the ranks. I actually got my race license when I was 8.
8?
Yeah. So 8 years old. That's when you could start.
Right.
When I was doing it was Coma Cadet W60. So we started in that. And then we went on, did loads of championships, loads. Main championship, club championship was Manchester and Buxton Kart Club.
Okay, I know.
Three Sisters. Yeah. So that was our main track. We also did Formula Car Stars, it was at the time. And we didn't, again, because of funding, we couldn't compete at the top level. And then, I went on, I won in 2009, I won the MBKC Championship in the Coma Cadets. I then moved up to the Junior Max Championship. Yep. I won that in 2011. And then 2013 I moved up again to the Senior Max in my first year of that, and actually won that championship as well. So when we, obviously Senior Max is the top class really, unless you're going to go into obviously the gearbox classes, the 125s and then the 250s. But I didn't want to take that, I always wanted to go into a car. Right. So Dad said, we'll start looking at cars. So that's what we did. We just looking through eBay, and one day this car come up. We took a liking to it, but Dad said, "No, it's too expensive, Mark. Can't do it."
And what car was it?
It was a Mini Cooper. Right. So we looked. I said, "Yeah, I really like it," but he says, "No chance, Mark." Anyway, I don't remember it was Christmas or my birthday. I think it was it was Christmas. And I woke up Christmas morning, and I still had my go-kart, so we didn't sell anything, we still had it all, and to my knowledge we were still karting.
Right.
And I come down Christmas, just opened all my stuff, like, and I thought that was it, carried on. I probably had Xbox games, but I can't remember exactly what I got. Obviously playing away. And Dad said, just do us a favour, mate, just go out to the back garden and just get us, I can't even remember what he said to get now. Of course, I went out, I went to open the garage door, and I looked behind the gates, was this car, and I thought, what's that? Big cover on it. So I thought, what's he done there? So I goes over, I looked, and I pulled this cover off, and there it was.
No.
The Mini Cooper that I looked at was parked there on the drive. So Mum and Dad had gone out and bought me this race car. And then we looked into what we could do, what we could race in. I mean, there were loads of championships. But then the championship that come up and we found was in the Mini Challenge.
Of course.
So we took the car to Donington, and we got in touch with the Mini Challenge. Took the key, said, come bring the car to Donington, we'll see what it's like, and go from there. So we took the car to Donington. What a nightmare that way. We turned up, and for the spec for the championship, the car was completely... It just all needed changing. So it was more money again. So we got it done. You know, we entered the championship. Didn't do a full year. We entered the championship. We had a good run. I think I finished 11th, I think, in first year at Cooper's. And then the end of that season, lucky enough for me, I had a sponsor come on board. It wasn't a massive sponsor. It was a mini breaker from Bury.
Right. Okay.
So that was Mintex Spares.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, they come on board. They actually built me a new car.
Oh, brilliant.
Which leads to a whole load of other stories. Now, obviously, Andy, who owns Mintec, I'm now engaged to his niece. So a long story on that way, but it's gone on and it's come. You know, I've got a little family now, so engaged. So it's going well.
So basically, you've started a family. You've got a kid, and you're all through motorsport.
That's it. That's what it is. So probably Andy to thank for that, really.
Well, if you're watching this,
that's it. Yeah, exactly.
Amazing, brilliant. So where did it go from the Coopers then?
So we did 2 years in Coopers. When I got the car built, we were running all year. We were running for the championship. I think I ended up 3rd in the end. Yeah. We had a couple of bad rounds, but we had plenty of wins, plenty of podiums. So it was going good. And then obviously the Mini Challenge then brought out the JCW car. Yeah. And I saw that and thought, wow, I'd love to drive one.
That's the kingpin.
And because we finished 3rd in the championship, we actually got the opportunity, the top 3, to drive.
Right. Okay.
JCWs.
Okay. So there's a bit of a progression.
Yeah. So it was a bit of a taste today. So off we went down to Snetterton, got in the car. Yep. And absolutely loved it. I come out and said, Dad, I want one. He said, no chance.
Amazing.
I want to move up. Anyway, that's what we did. We luckily enough got a couple of sponsors on board, got the money together.
And what was the price difference between the Coopers and the John Cooper Works?
We looked at it, and obviously to buy the car, it was expensive.
Yeah.
We just got the money to buy that, but we couldn't afford to run it with a team.
Yeah.
We've always been just a dad and lad race team.
Right.
And so what we did is we ran it ourselves for the first year. Really struggled. We did well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, still had some good finishes. I think we got drive of the year weekend. It was at the time. We got that won some brake pads. I think it was. So it was going well, just as a dad and lad. But we just didn't have that information or data what other drivers had to compete with the others.
Of course.
So obviously we then approached Anthony Williams and Justina.
Yep.
Accelerate Motorsport. They put a package together for the following season. Yeah. And that's it. We signed for Accelerate, and what a year we had after that. We were competing for the championship again all year. Alongside with Brett Smith. Rob Smith,
who of course are British touring car drivers.
Now, So unfortunately, I took a big hit at Alton Park. We were on the Foster circuit, coming out of Knickerbrook, and hit the wall, span into the middle of the circuit, and got collected by 2 cars. So it was a 100 mile an hour impact. Just completely wrote the car off, So we had to have a new car built again, which was luckily we had insurance.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing we did get when we bought the Jeep.
Was
we said
insurance.
we had to get that
Yeah.
because, you know, it's
Accidents happen, it's motorsport,
exactly,
of course.
You know, but, you know, you never want to use an insurance, but we knew it
No.
was there. And luckily enough we had it, because otherwise we wouldn't have been where we are today,
Yeah.
because we wouldn't have had a car to finish the season. So we built a new car, and it was never the same car as before.
Yeah.
You get used to a car.
Of course you do.
You don't just jump into another and it'd be exactly the same.
Even if
All
it is a
cars are
one-make
different.
series, they're
That's
still
it.
very different in
They
their own
are
way.
different. And we just never took it. I mean, that was the second to last round. So we went to Donington, and the new car set on fire on the Friday.
You're joking?
Yeah, so we didn't have any luck with that. So, and then we'd done the 2 years in the JCWs. I think I ended up 7th in the championship in the end, because I didn't score any points at Alton, and
Yeah.
then I didn't score any at Donington. So I think I scored 4 points or something.
Yeah.
So Brett went on to win it, and I ended up right down 7th. So we've done the 2 years, 4 years in the mini challenge.
Yeah, of course, the 2 years prior.
And then we were looking at things to do, because we like to keep it at 2 years, you know, and try and
To
keep
keep
it
things
at
fresh, yeah.
you know, and not just stick at one thing. So we then got approached by Tony Gillam. Just got a phone call. He said, you know, do you fancy coming race for us? You know, we can. So we said, yeah. So we had a look. Obviously, it was the VWs.
Yep.
And we went down, spoke to Tony, and he says he wanted me in the car. You know,
Brilliant.
He could see potential in me. So it was a no-brainer what he offered us. So we sold the Mini.
Okay.
We sold that to Nathan Harrison.
Okay,
He
so he's come back from the Clio Cup, hasn't he?
Yeah, so he was in the Minis, and he went to Clio's, and then he's back to Minis last year.
Yeah.
So last year's car he was racing was my old car,
Right.
and he did well in that. It was a good car.
Mm.
So then we obviously gone into the VW Cup now with Team Hard.
Mm-hmm.
So we signed for them last year. Had a good season. The start wasn't the best, you know, but towards the end of the season, you know, we come away for the last 2 rounds. We were a winner.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that was a track I'd never been to, Croft.
Right, okay.
Never been to Croft in Milan.
Of course, the Minis don't race on Croft, do they?
So we went to Croft and we won, and then we also
Brilliant.
won at Donington, which was nice because the year previous we had a bit of a shocker. So it was nice to go there and get a win.
Fantastic. So that's where you are now then?
So that's where we are now, and then again this year we've signed again for Team Hard
Yep.
for another season. But this year it's an all-out attack because it's been too long now. It's karting when I won a championship. I've been close to winning a championship, and I just need to get another one now.
Yeah, you're sort of hungry to get there.
That's it. You
Definitely.
Know, and I've got the team, I've got the car.
Yeah.
As long as everything runs smoothly and I do my bit, I don't see why we can't.
Fantastic. And I guess, go back to what we said about financial side of things as well, I guess it's still up there with trying to get sponsors in.
It's been very close. I mean, we still haven't got the money for this season, I'll be honest. Not all of it. We've got some.
Yeah.
It is hard.
Yeah.
I've got a good sponsor,
Mm-hmm.
Lisan, which is
Yeah.
Lee Sanitation. They're a marine company, so they do all like the toilet systems, waste management for all the boats.
Okay.
So that's them. I've just got a sponsor on board, Hub for Leaders. And I'm just trying to get as many companies really in to sponsor £2,500, which I know is
Just in the grand scheme of
still-
things, it's not a lot of money.
It's not a lot of money, but to some people it still is a lot of money. To us, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah,
but,
of course it is, yeah.
You know, it's not just a case of there's no sponsorship anymore. It's not just a case of getting a check and whatever. That's it. It's forgotten about. You know, you've got to give back to these people. You've got to appreciate what they do.
Yeah, of course.
And
So
that's what we do. You
So
know?
if a company came on and wanted to sponsor you, what would they initially get out of it?
So obviously with Team Hard and Tony with his business hub, we can offer loads of things. You know, Team Hard are the biggest race team in the country.
Yeah,
loads of race cars. I think they're in 15 championships.
They're in the touring cars as well,
yeah,
aren't they? So
touring car team. You know, that's massive. You can offer absolute loads to people.
Yeah.
You know, and to companies. You know, it's not just a case of turning up to racing, get a few tickets. There's a massive background to it all.
Yeah, of course it is.
And I think that's the hard thing for people to understand. And it's finding businesses that can benefit from specific things.
Yeah.
Because not every business wants the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Tony is good for. He'll specialise in one package to suit that business.
Right.
So there's loads of things. Obviously, you get the passes, the hospitality, there's corporate days, you know, so you can have the car for the day, you can drive the car yourself. You know, your potential customers, your existing customers, whatever, you can.
So they could come and get in your car and
drive the car.
Brilliant.
Full day's worth of like hospitality. You know,
Fantastic.
it's a full race weekend, as you like, but put into one day, and you experienced a lot as a driver as well.
That itself is cracking on to be close enough to the $2,000 anyway.
It is, yeah. You know, but we've got to, you know, try and get people.
In
and you know, and I want to get a notice. You know, it's not just a case of stick a sticker on the car.
Yeah.
Hopefully people see it. You know, I try and work really hard so people notice them companies, not just stick a sticker on and think, oh, someone will take a picture and someone will see it. You know, every person I speak to, I introduce every.
Yeah, of course you do.
I always mention them because it's a good thing, and you've got to do it.
Of course you have,
That's the way it's going, so
brilliant. So come to think of it, you actually do get quite a lot for your money in terms of sponsorship.
I think so.
And you're helping out a driver, you know, who wants to proceed.
Who wants to do well. My next aim, I want to get to touring car.
So that's it for you for touring cars.
I want to be there. Money wise, we're a long way off. Driving wise, I don't think I'm a million miles off. I'm not being big-headed. I'm not a big-headed driver, but you know, I generally believe we could be in touring cars. You know, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be. I'm not saying I could go into good touring cars and win the touring cars. I'm not saying that at all.
But you could be up there.
Have a chance. And I think I'd be up there.
Yeah.
You know, with the right car, right team.
And the right guys behind you. Yeah, for sure.
Behind. I don't see why. You know, all them drivers are not good drivers. You know.
Yeah.
And same in VWs, same in the Minis, the Clios. I know the Clios are going off the Toka packs this year, but
yeah, they are. Yeah.
But they're all there's good drivers everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, and it comes down to that money part at the end. That's
so ideally, the idea behind you coming on today and everything is trying to get you promoted and out there, and we'll try and do that as much as we can. So so how many sponsors have you got already then? What sort of
one bigger sponsor, that's obviously Lisan. We've got Hub for Leaders, and they're one of the guys that have put £2,500 in.
Fantastic.
So I'm trying to get 10 in total.
10 in total.
10 in total.
Yep.
So it's like, which we tried to do it at first, like over rounds, but it worked out that it was like nearly 4,000. I just didn't see it possible.
Yeah.
So I've gone to 10, trying to get 10 companies over the 12 month.
Yeah.
To pay £2,500. You know, you can pay it to me, to whoever. You know, it's like if it's a tyre company and they want to pay me my tyres, I don't have to have the money. You can pay the tyres direct to the company.
Okay, so that's interesting.
I don't want to take the money.
Yeah.
You know, I prefer, to be honest, not to take the money.
Right.
I prefer them to put it straight into the motorsport. Whoever's the bit, so be Team Hard or the tyre supplier, the fuel supplier, pay it direct to them. They get the receipt back. They do what they
right.
need to
Okay,
do.
that's interesting. So I guess there's a bit more of a security side of things to it as well.
It, you know, because I'm not myself. I haven't got a registered business as Mark Wakefield Motorsport.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people try and they take a wage from
of course,
from stuff, which is fair enough. They're doing it as a job, but I've got a day-to-day job. I enjoy my job. I don't want to change my job. And don't get me wrong, I'd love to jack it if someone said, you know, I'll pay you to come and race a car. I'd do it. But
see you later, Dad.
It's not that easy. So I've just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Trying. I've emailed loads of people, talked to people, but like I say, it's that finding that right company that can benefit from it.
That's it, and I guess because motorsport these days, every man and his dog wants to get into it. It's starting to get loads more popular than it was. So I guess everyone there's only, you know, you're all fighting for the same pot, shall I say, trying to get that money in. So I guess it is difficult. So what with your championship at the moment, what sort of tracks do you visit across the UK?
So this year we're following the British GT.
Right. Okay. So it's some big exposure already there.
So it's massive. You know, the British GT.
Yeah, it's huge.
It gets bigger and bigger. So we're one of the support races for them. So we're at every round of theirs. There is one round which is a Deutschfest. So that's at Brands Hatch. So we're the main event there as well.
Fantastic.
So that's garage viewing. That's a massive event at Brands. So that's it's probably like a GT weekend.
Yeah,
still,
I guess. Yeah.
But not on the GT package. You know, and it's all televised this year. It's all live streamed through the Facebook.
Okay, so it's quite a bit.
It is, you know, and it's also replayed on Channel 4.
Okay.
And also,
Blimey.
well, is it Motor? It's changed.
It
used to be Motors
was Motors TV, yeah. I'm not
It's
too
now-
sure what it is now.
is it
But yeah,
Motorsport?
something like that,
Some
yeah.
You get, I can't remember
Yeah.
now, but it's also shown on there.
Wow.
So it does get out to a lot of people.
So potentially for $2,500 for sponsorship, they're not only getting corporate track days, use of your car, but this, British GT being massive. I can imagine the sponsorship for a British GT car is tenfold what you're asking.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can potentially put them on the same TV channel.
Same TV channel, exactly.
So-
and I just want to, get out there and race.
Yeah,
You
and you
know,
can tell that. I mean, you're not the type of guy who like you say, you're not drawing a wage out of this. It doesn't interest you.
No,
You
it
want to go out
doesn't.
there
I just want to race
and
the
prove
car. Yeah.
your point that you can do it and win.
Yeah,
exactly that. So
just more championships. That's what we want. Championships.
keep them
That's it,
coming.
that's it.
So how many championships? How many trophies have you got at home then
Oh.
from where you started?
I've lost count now. I think I've just bought a house myself, and my girlfriend now, she says, "You're not bringing them the house. You're not bringing them the house." And I said, "Why?" I said, "I want some." She said, "Right, well, you can bring your main ones." But the main ones at the minute are up in mum and dad's front room.
Yeah.
But in the attic at my mum and dad's, there's
Just
it's
full.
silly really, boxes and boxes and boxes. But you never want to box them up.
No.
You always want them out, but
Of course you do.
there's never enough space for them. So you had to, over the years, there's just more going in box.
Amazing.
And Dad keeps saying, "Oh, we'll have to get rid of them," but you can't get rid of them. You have to keep
your dad
them,
won't get rid of them.
No, really, yeah. So they'll stay up there.
Big softy, really. You
And
might
then-
come across
yeah,
the
that's
big
it.
bald man. No.
No, he's a good man, my dad. I appreciate everything. Him and my mum.
Yeah, of course.
If they weren't here, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah, for sure.
and they are the two main people that have pushed
Well,
me.
I've seen your
Been
dad.
there.
I have seen your dad,
Yeah.
and he will push and push
He
and
will,
push.
and he
But he
wants
does it for the best.
He does, exactly.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, people say, "Oh, it can be," but he can't. He just wants what's best for me.
Yeah, of course he does.
He doesn't want any rubbish. He wants
Yeah.
the best of the
Yeah.
best. And he's passionate about it. He's been there himself.
Of course he
wants
has,
to
yeah.
win,
And you beat him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he has tried. Well, he said, "Come on, I'll give you a go." So when I was karting, we had 2 karts at one point, and he said to me, "Come on, we'll go for a day." So I said, "Come on then, come on." So he went in it. The 2 karts were virtually identical. Anyway,
Yeah.
he still says a little story now. He tells everybody he beat me.
Of course
But
he
he
did.
didn't.
Yeah.
I'd already lapped him twice. And,
Amazing.
We come round and he thinks he's got it on me because we come out of the last corner.
Yeah.
And he pulled away a little bit in a straight line, but then on the next corner I overtook him again. So that's his little claim to fame, and he thinks so because he come over the line when we were side by side.
yeah.
He thinks that was final lap. and he
Really,
beat
you were
me.
2 laps
But
ahead of him
really, I
anyway.
was 2 laps ahead anyway. So.
Amazing.
But,
Fantastic.
no, it was good.
Brilliant. Well, we'll do our best to share it. And
No, I appreciate you asking me to come on.
no, it's fine. I've seen you do a few warm-up laps.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are going to ask everyone on the podcast to have a go on the simulator behind us.
Oh, great.
I know having a look at some of your times,
Yeah.
it should
No,
be...
I've never ever. That's one thing I've never done. And I said to you, I've never ever been on a simulator. And people will say to me, "You've never been on one," and I swear I've never been on a simulator before. So this is going to be very interesting. I've never been on one. I've had loads of people contact me say, come down, try it.
Yeah.
But I've never, just time and whatever, I've just never done it. So this will be fun.
Well, crack on. Thank you very much. I'll
Cheers,
give you some
thank you
warm-up.
very
No
much.
worries. Wow.
Bit different to what I'm used to.